Hello traders, welcome back to this video. It's another day to do our top down analysis, and here today I have my first pair as AUDUSD. So it has been a long time since we analyzed AUDUSD, and from our last analysis on AUDUSD we had this point of interest here as our point of interest, and then price later on came down into this area. I wasn't very keen or watching out for this pair, but price came down into that area, tapped into that point of interest. Then we had this massive aggressive movement to the upside. So price formed a new break of structure to the upside at this point. And before I go into detail, I will start my analysis from the daily time frame, and I'll tell you why I was looking forward to see some buying opportunities to the upside. So if you can see clearly on the daily time frame, the price is clearly bullish to the upside, and the last break of structure that price formed is this one here on the daily time frame, the upside. So simply price was having this pullback into these areas because we have this as our low, as our strong low that formed this break of structure, the upside. So once price came into this area, we have this demand area here. So price tapped into that area, and then we had a very good change of character here. And since then, the price has been moving the upside. So that is where we had our analysis. That is where we found our bias from. And you can see here in the forward time frame, that was the point of interest. Price came down, and then we have the break to the upside. So currently, right now, I still expect a pullback. Let's say maybe if we have a pullback into this area here, have this unmitigated demand level, then we have a very good fair value gap just above that area. Have a very beautiful fair value gap there. And also, if you extend this one, this other side, we have a very good support and resistance level. You can see price is reacting from that support and resistance level, reacted once again here, and then came down, tried to break that area, broke down, and then came back to retest, rejected that level, and then we have a break the upside. So after that break, there was no retest, and that shows that price might have that probability of having a pullback into that area. So as an SMC trader, I'll watch out for that fair value gap. It is a very good fair value gap. And then we also have this order block. Price might just tap into that 4-hour order block, and then we see some movement to the upside. So currently, right now, if I will be expecting price to come into that fair value gap, I will expect the price to use these lows as liquidity. So firstly, we have the high here being cleared out. Price came down, took out this lows liquidity, and then now we have price coming back this high. So we expect a pullback into this area down here, and then we see some buys to the upside. So I'm going to draw that area there as my liquidity area. I want to see price taking out that liquidity. I will not be using the fair value gap, but if I have a confirmation from the fair value gap, take our buys from there, then we target the external liquidity. So simply I want to see some movement down into this area, and then we wait for something like this, a very good market shift in structure, and then we look to take our buys to the upside. So that is my point of interest on AUDUSD, guys. I want to see some price movements from that area. A very good setup on AUDUSD, guys. And that is what I think on this pair. So if you have a different idea on AUDUSD, don't forget to comment down below the comment section, guys. I have another pair. So on Euro USD and GBP USD, I'll be updating you guys later because price has not yet moved very well since our last analysis on Sunday. Because price only moved. This is the only price movement that price has moved from this point here. Then we have the price up to this area. So my analysis still remains that price will come. Let's say maybe try to react from this point of interest on on Euro USD. So if price comes back into this area, let us try to look for a confirmation. But if we don't have a confirmation from that area, we wait for price to come back into this extreme point of interest, and then we take ourselves to the downside. So remember, on Euro USD, we have the break of structure here, meaning this high here is protected, and therefore we are still looking to sell the downside. So if price gives us the confirmation from this point here, we will be taking ourselves the downside. But if price doesn't give us that confirmation, we wait for price to come into this extreme point of interest, and then we also have to wait for something like a change of character. You can also use a sweep of liquidity, and then you take your selling opportunities to the downside. So on Euro USD, the same thing, the same idea that I had from Sunday, from the Sunday's analysis. So next I have US 30. So on our US 30, the point of interest that we had marked on our last video didn't have price reacting from it, and therefore we didn't have any confirmation. Everything was thrown out of the window. So we had price coming back into this 50% level. And then you can see how aggressive price has been to the upside. I expected price to come back down into this area. From our last analysis, I expected price to drop down into this point of interest down here, and then we have a move to the upside. But price just tapped into the 50% level, and then we have the aggressive move to the upside. So currently right now, we have price forming some beautiful fair value gaps, and you all know that once price forms those fair value gaps, price will always find time to come back down and try to fill in those fair value gaps. So as you can see here, we had these fair value gaps here. Price later came down and filled those fair value gaps before having that aggressive move to the upside. So we have price filling those fair value gaps down there, and then we have the price moving to the upside. The only fair value gap that I can see here that has not been mitigated is this one. We have that fair value gap, and also we have this fair value gap up here. So as of today, I expect price to have a pullback either into this first fair value gap or into this extreme fair value gap, and then we look to take our buys to the upside. We just want to have a continuation entry to the upside, and therefore we have this breaker block here as well. So price might choose to come back into this breaker block and tap into that area, and then we look for our buys to the upside. So my view is that I anticipate that price will be dropping back down to fill both this fair value gap, the first fair value gap and the second fair value gap. Then also we have this breaker block here, which price didn't respect. We had the price tapping into that area, a small reaction, and then price broke above that breaker block. So if price comes back down into this area, that is the best point of interest that I'll be looking to take my buys from. So on US 30, that is what I think. I think price should be coming back there, and then once we have the structure that we always want to see before having an entry, we take our buys from that area, and then we target the external liquidity that the market will be forming around that area. So that is what I think on US 30, guys. Let us stay tuned and let us try to look for a continuation entry to the upside. So I also have another pair. I also have NAS 100. I also have NAS 100. So on NAS 100, the same thing happened. Price just opened with a gap to the upside. Our analysis was that price reacts from this area, and then we look for a selling opportunity for price to come back down and try to fill in these fair value gaps. So we have some fair value gaps down there. And personally, I expected price to drop back down there, but price continued to the upside, and therefore we have to adjust ourselves and look for some short-term buys, because prices are looking very bullish because of that reaction from this area. we have this demand level. Price came down, reacted a little bit from the first order block here, and then later on came into this extreme point of interest. So you can see the difference between this movement to the downside and this movement to the upside. So clearly the price is communicating to us that there are very strong buyers than sellers to the upside. So currently right now, if I want to take my buys, we have this daily order block with a very good fair value gap. And then if price will be having a pullback, remember price will always try to have a pullback before looking to have more entries. And therefore, if price will be wanting to have that pullback, this is my best point of interest in the daily time frame. And then if we drop into the 4-hour time frame, you can see that area that I have drawn there. We had some consolidation about around that area. And then we also have this fair value gap just above this area. And then also, if we come to this other side here, we have a very good support and resistance level, as you can see from this other side. And if price will be looking to have a retest into this support and resistance, therefore price will be coming back down to try and fill in this fair value gap before having a buy to the upside. So currently right now I want to be looking for those buys, and then we also don't have any good point of interest that price might try to react from. And then I think price is reacting from this support and resistance. We have this support and resistance level. You can see price is struggling to break above. And if price will be having a reaction from that point, let us expect price to come back and retest this support and resistance level here. And then we look for more buys to the upside. So I think price will be looking to come up and take out this external liquidity up here because of this aggressive buying to the upside. But if price will be having some selling momentum, we just adjust with what the price gives us. So I think price will be looking for more buys, and let us watch out on that. If price breaks above this point, we look for a pullback into that area, possibly into a fair value gap or into an order block, and then we take our buys to the upside. But as of now, I expect price to be pulling back into this area here. We look for a very good confirmation, and then we look to take our buys to the upside. So that is what I think on NAS 100. From that area, we look for buys from this support and resistance area. Sorry. And then we look to take our trade from that point, and then we target this external liquidity. So that is the simplest way I can analyze NAS 100 as of now, because we clearly have some aggressive movement to the upside. So that is it on NAS 100, guys. If you have a different opinion, just don't forget to comment down below the comment section. So my last pair today is gold XAUUSD. So on XAUUSD, guys, we expected that aggressive buying to the upside because of this change of character. And as from our last video, I expected this low down here to be taken out. I expected this low to be taken out, but price didn't go even lower to take this low's liquidity. But price reacted from our point of interest as from our last analysis on Sunday. We had this the 1 hour order block at this point. And then I told you guys that we should be looking for a selling opportunity from this area. And then our target was at around this external liquidity. So we had this low down here as the external liquidity, and that was the target. So price went straight to that to clear that external liquidity, and then after that we have the price moving to the upside. So currently right now, price has had a very aggressive move, and as you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, after this change of character, the price communicated to us that price is willing to go up and clear this external liquidity. And after having that idea in mind, we should be looking for some buys to this area, to this external liquidity, because of this change of character. So we had some very beautiful break of structures to the downside. Later on, the price formed this change of character, and then we have price consolidating around this area, and then now price has been moving to that external liquidity because of this change of character. So at the moment, we have some beautiful fair value gaps below. We have these fair value gaps below that area, and then we have this small fair value gap there. And as of now, I expect price to come at least into this area. So let me clear this. I'll be expecting price to come and try to retest this support and resistance level before price goes to clear that external liquidity. So we have this beautiful support and resistance. So today I just want to use this as my points of interest, because we only have fair value gaps. We don't have very good order blocks to trade from. And then we also have the 1 hour fair value gap at this point. You can see that area that I have marked as my support and resistance level. And price has been respecting that point as the support and the resistance level. So if price wants to come back down, I had marked this point of interest, and I think price is trying to react from that area. So we had this fair value gap here. Price tapped into that fair value gap, and then we have this aggressive move to the upside. So currently on gold, the main point of interest that I want to see price coming back into is this fair value gap in the 1 hour time frame, and also the support and resistance level that we have at that area. So if price will be looking to come even lower, let us watch out for this area. Sorry, in the 1 hour time frame, let us watch out for this point here as well, because we also have this extreme fair value gap here. Price has been filling every fair value gap before moving to the upside, except this one here and all other fair value gaps that are above that area. So if price will be looking to come back down, guys, I want to see price reacting from this area, and then we look for our buying opportunities to the upside. So let me use this first fair value gap there. And therefore, it means once we have the change of character, that is when we'll be taking our trade from that point of interest to the upside. So we need to look for a confirmation before we take any buys. But if price will be pushing up to clear that external liquidity, we just have to adjust and have another new analysis. So that is it, guys, on gold. That is what I expect. I'll be expecting price to come back down into that fair value gap, the 4 hour fair value gap, also into this support and resistance level, and then we take our buys to the external liquidity. So that is it for this video, guys. This is the analysis that I had for you guys. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and so that you don't miss on any analysis that we do on this channel.